I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support y'all have been constantly giving me. We're just standing bold together as we're emerging, and just to be able to ascend in positivity and prosperity and love and blessings. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, informative, give you good insight or inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and needing confirmation, validation, or just needing spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give you all a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you for supporting me on the channel, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to, the channel I'm using to listen, meditation in the background, is called Awakening Planet, and the music is called 852 Hertz Third Eye Spiritual Awakening Music. Rise Vibrations, Awaken Crystal Clear Intuition, and I will post their link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, stay moving bold in your uniqueness even when others can't follow. Is so true. A lot of times when we're doing things and we're being bold with it within ourselves, it takes a lot of strength to do that, a lot of courage to do that. And sometimes we are walking alone. We're all in our vibes, and we're merging, and it's just like you're getting more new insight. You're raising the bar on and your intuitiveness, and it's just very beautiful, because it's like a lot of different things are taking place in your life that may not give full information about the understanding how you're moving forward, but it's you're allowing yourself to be you know being able to just keep moving and just trying to understand, like, even though I don't understand, I know I'm going to get that guidance that I need. I'm very unique. There's things that can be done by me that only I can do. There's a lot of times that people try to, you may have had people that try to copy you or try to steal your ideas or different things like that, but you shouldn't get, even though it is hard to say that, but you shouldn't get allowing yourself to get upset about those different things, because a lot of times people admire you, even through, hating, they're admiring you. They wish they had that spark that you have. We're trying to understand, how do they come up with these different things? And it's a blessing in many ways. A lot of times it's like, hey, if you're doing that, hey, you can't do it like I can, just like I can't do what you're doing, what you're moving forward in. And it's just a lot of us are being blessed with that. We all have our different gifts that we have. There are so many different things. It's like, y'all be dropping comments, because every once in a while I do INFJ comments or even videos. It's been a long time, since it's been, since I've actually made an INFJ video, because they're so, dead bent on me making videos about Heyokas, because a lot of us are starting to become awakened. We're starting to see things for what they are. Illusions starting to dissolve. You may not be seeing, you might be not even on the right level as people surrounding you within the family, within your spouses, partners, friends, or whatever. But not everybody's meant to stay in your life like that. You're supposed to go through your times of experience throughout that season, and next, things are falling apart. There's so many of y'all, that I'm connecting to, and there's some, you're hitting me up on my Facebook Messenger, and I haven't been on because I got, another one, another Facebook, page, but I usually keep that one open for people that I'm just now meeting and stuff like that. So I'm just like, dang, it was a blessing for me to get a message. I was like, oh, okay, because now I upgraded it. If you have I guess, pages or messengers or something like that, you're able to get messages even when you're not closed in. You're not signed in or whatever. So I've been able to get towards y'all, and I say I felt bad because a lot of them are like from like 2 months ago, and I'm just like, dang, let me go ahead. I don't want them to think I'm ignoring them or anything like that. I just very seldom be on that page, and very seldom be on Facebook or anything like that, unless I'm sharing different, different things that I'm finding out, like if there's a different phase that we may be going through, or there's something heavy that's going on and it's having a domino effect throughout us all. And it just seems like we're all going through it at the same time. If you're not going through spiritual and basically, spiritual and emotional purging and detoxing, you're probably being getting a lot of insight through your psychic and spiritual. You may be getting psychic chills. You may be having those ones, like there will be sometime I'm on my videos and then it's like a chill just come through and I'm like, hey, see my chills, and it'll come all the way up and it'll get right to the top of my crown chakra. And so I know that's, different things that are coming to me. And a lot of times I get them during my videos and I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to talk and all these things coming in. But I always say my meditation and my prayers out to, the universe, connect to source. And, as soon as I said that, my phone started vibrating. So, that's an indication, it's confirmation. Through source and creator, on different things. And next, I'll get a good insight. There's a lot of different things where I'm seeing us coming from underground. That's basically, you're coming from the darkness, you're starting to bloom out. There's a lot of different things. There's some people that are awakening, they're moving from different spiritual forms or, religions. They may have been stuck on a religion for so long, and then they're being guided because they're needed somewhere else on that spiritual realm. And, a lot of people feel like, oh, okay, if I'm a Christian, can I be an empath as well? Yes, God was an empath. It's just a lot of times they don't say that. It's like hush hush. You don't want to be talking about those different things, because a lot of times they see empaths as like being able to foretell the future and being able to do a lot of different things, like lights coming from your hands, being able to levitate. They see that as like devil's work, and it's, that's closed mindedness. But everybody got a right to their opinion on different things. So it's just like I've been, been trying to branch out on a lot of different things. I try not to be, on negative vibrations on things, when especially when it talks about, narcissist or sociopaths and psychopaths. But there's a lot of different things where it's just like with us as being Heyokas as well as being empaths on so many different levels. We have had some sort of connection with those type of people. And those are the ones that are helping us break those patterns of being toxic or whatever. And even though they may be that way with us, I got into a little situation with somebody on here that wanted to tell me, when you're allowing yourself to break free from people, that's narcissistic traits. I really don't feel like that's narcissistic traits. It's just the fact is, if you don't want to be manipulated or played for a fool or taken advantage, that's just you having your boundaries up, and that's what you're supposed to do. I really don't feel like that's narcissistic traits. But people are having their, right to their opinion. Like I tell y'all all the time, not everything you're going to agree with what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that you may be doing that I may not agree with, but we can agree to disagree. But one thing I'm not going to do is get into an argument about what I feel and what you feel. And I'm just like, okay, now you wonder why things be popping off like that because you want to argue about it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just block your ass and just keep moving. I'm very open and versatile about learning about different things, because you're coming to me, and you're doing the same thing. I'm learning off of you, you're learning off of me. We're all having our different views about what we experience, what we're trying to groove, move up on, what we're allowing ourselves to educate and broaden that horizon of knowing different things. What enlightenment is knowing that you don't know everything. And I never said I never did, but there's just a lot of things. I'm not going to call myself as being that just because that's how you see everybody. Like I said, we all have our right to our own opinion of what you have experienced, and that's fine. Like I said, there's you can be able to voice your opinion, but it's all about how you deliver your message. If you're going to come off cocky and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, since you're coming off cocky, I guess you just know everything, so I don't know why you're here. We're all learning off of each other. We can all be able to do that. I love it when y'all share different things with me, or you're asking different questions. Now, the ones I won't do, if somebody says, oh, I've been watching a lot of your videos, but then it's like, you'll ask me a question and it's already the answer. If you swore up and down you don't watch almost all my videos, those questions I'm not going to go back and ask, because those are the numerous questions that I've already answered in my videos. I don't like being redundant. I don't like being repetitive. But if it's something that's personal, it's like, hey, I'm just opening myself up, towards this. And, I really feel like I'm a Heyoka. I get a lot of those comments. I get a lot of emails and stuff like that. And I don't mind doing that. If I know I can really allow myself to break things down, it's not saying that you're stupid, you're being slow or ignorant. But if you don't know anything about your spirituality and you're trying to wake up and allow yourself to be educated on that, I would help out the best way I know how. But it's like people don't understand. I can understand when you bring those vibes like you're trying. I don't mind a challenge, but when it's like already see that you're trying to see if I'm lying about something, I really don't have time for that. If you don't believe me, you just don't believe me. And if you do, you do. I just don't have time or energy to be wasting in something like that. I will not do that. I refuse, to do that. But it's like a lot of times when we're moving forward, you're not going to have a lot of people with you. And people tell me, Roslynn, I know you're real because you don't have a lot of views, you don't have enough subscribers. And I'm okay with that because it's like not, I like how I'm allowing myself to expand out. I like that. I didn't get any help from any big YouTuber, then get a blessing like that. There's a lot of people that are able to do that. And that's fine. I'm not hating on that. Everybody has their way of exposure. But I like the fact that somebody's finding me because they're questioning, wanting to know more, or you're trying to find somebody that, hey, I'm trying to find my tribe, I'm trying to find my culture, I'm trying to find my home, where there's a lot of people that are like-minded like me, that can they can have open conversation, not no debates, no arguments, not no fussing and stuff like that, but being able to know there's somebody that can really relate to me. I'm very unique and I'm really trying to find my place in life. Like I said, when I first started, I didn't have anybody physically to talk to. And I had a blessing with my parents that have passed on, my dad, just finding that out, and all those different things. And I had my guides, and then when I finally got out, I had a blessing. I had a handful of people that were telling me the do's and don'ts on how to do my videos. I'm very blessed for them being in my life like that, and it really helped me grow. And I'm still growing, I'm still learning, and I feel like that is a blessing for you to keep it real. You keep positive, shoot, empaths know when they get like BS at, I have days where I tell y'all I'm not always positive. And when I feel like I'm funky, I'm just not going to make no videos. Or if I just know if I'm in a funky mood because of something that I know is not relevant, I'm going to allow myself to shake that off and say, you know what? This I can't change. You know what I'm saying? But allow myself to let this situation change me. Allow me to go ahead and project positivity out instead of being negative, pessimist, or whatever, and just keep moving forward. And that's how you grow. That's how you're finding out about yourself, your spirituality, your gifts, because the more you're allowing yourself to move forward and being open towards the universe on what you're trying to receive, that's when your gifts start to, enhance. We're all going through a different purge right now, and it's very intense with everything that's going on. And it's not easy. But the more you're allowing yourself to move forward, there's certain things that you're probably still healing from. There are certain things that you may be still sensitive about. There may be some things that you may still have anger about, or even have questions about, and that's okay, because when you're allowing yourself to be open with your emotions and saying, okay, this is something I really need to allow myself to work on. I had different things that was testing me this weekend, and then when I allowed myself to really step back, because I had so many things going on throughout the week, throughout the last couple of weeks, I had to allow myself to appreciate those challenges, because it's allowing me to say, you know what, even though it may be something that connected with you in a negative sense, allow yourself to be able to look at it from all perspectives. Yeah, it may have came to you negative, but allow yourself to look at it in different perspective. What is that situation telling you? What is the indications that it may be something that you really need to allow yourself to change how you saw that, changed how even though I feel like I was really good on how I handled that situation, but it was just like, I'm proud of myself because it allowed me to really step out, be in my head for a minute and just being able to not see it as a fixate on it as a negative, like somebody did this, the situation told me this, I'm tired of being triggered about this. Because if anything is like triggering you, that's letting you know, hey, this thing, if it's still triggering you, this is wanting you to indicate that this is something you need to work on within yourself. Because if we're worrying about somebody, because it's just like anything, if you have enemies, you have haters, you got people that are jealous of you and trying to be manipulative of you, manipulating of you, manipulative, the word I'm trying to say. Um, and they figure that out, oh, they're going to keep running for it because that's the way they feed off into that. But then when you're allowing yourself to be, they're coming at you with the old you, And then when there's not, those triggers are not no longer there, they got to find now, they got to go back and do their homeworks like that. I can't approach them like this no more. But you're being bold in your uniqueness. You're not allowing it. It's like, hey, I'm not no longer triggered by this. It's letting you know healing is taking place. Certain situations may be, harping on you right now, and that's letting you know those doors need to be closed. May be certain people that you got to be around. That's letting you know those things need to let go. Because a lot of times you're having people placed in your life because universe needed you to be hurt by them for you can be able to let go of that circumstance, let go of that situation, let go of that vibe, letting go of the way you allow yourself to get triggered, get pulled into that, and allow yourself to separate. Like, okay, I already see you ain't nothing but a hot mess, and you just causing drama. Or, oh, look at this situation. I already know this is a hot mess, and I allow myself to back up, allowing myself to know, appreciate what that thing is triggering me, because allowing me to have that indication. This is what I need to heal at. This is where I need to allow myself to detach at. And and a lot of times those things are, that's our blessing in disguise. And a lot of us right now, that's why I always put up those videos, not videos, but even I have, different things I talk about, or as well as I put up the post about, how the narcissist manipulates, or how it is from healing after you've been into a narcissistic connection, having the family that you may have grown into that is a narcissist, parents that may be doing that, a narcissist that has a mom that is a narcissist, and all those different things. So it's like good to be, I was just like, ugh, I don't like talking about stuff like that. But there's a lot of people that, need to know this is what happens. This is what you need to look for. These are the red flags you need to read into, so when these things start happening, you can allow yourself to, say, okay, these are the things that I really need to allow myself to, appreciate, because those were there, because those are the things I was guided towards. And I was like, I don't like being no pessimist, Patty. I don't like doing that. I try not to do that, but there's a lot of things that we need insight on, just to be able to know, when you're dealing with different things like that. And I mean, I'm blessed because I went through that, but I know there's a lot of people that's going through it hell of a lot worse than me. And a lot of times that will mess you up emotionally, mentally, will have you doubting yourself, doubting your abilities, doubting, like, they will put, mess with your head to make it seem like, oh, this is all you, you seeing stuff. But that's why they were like, hey, we needed you to, put this out, because there's a lot of people that are going through this. And, you're growing from this, you're healing from it, because there's a lot of people that are repeating these patterns. You're so exposed to those different situations for so long, you start, mimicking that. And you have to be able to break that cycle. That's why it was just like, when certain situations I said, yes, I've had narcissistic traits, but for you to be an actual narcissist is like a narcissist does not own up to their, their issues. They always place blame on everybody else, or they don't allow themselves to see that, hey, you're not perfect. Allowing yourself to know there could be days where you have probably manipulated situations. I've been there, but that's when you're being honest with yourself and keeping it real. I'm trying to allow myself to be the best version of myself. So allow me to go ahead and dive deep, see what things that are triggering me, allowing myself to be bold with whatever things that I have unique, because there's not a lot of people that can be able to get through the things you have gotten through, being able to rise above those things, conquer and succeed, and being able to say, I'm proud of myself, because there's a lot of things that used to make me, or try to convince me of questioning my abilities, questioning, what I can move forward in, believing in myself, believing in the universe, having faith in myself, having faith in the universe. All these different things are allowing you to be unique in just the way you are. And there's a lot of times you're going to be walking by yourself, but that's okay. Because even if you're walking by yourself, there's going to be somebody out in the world you're going to connect with that thinks just like you do, and have the same beliefs and have the same views. And that's a blessing. And there, I used to always feel like I had to have a lot of people in my life to make me feel important, to make me feel, popular and all that. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm good with just a handful of people I have. And I'd rather get away from the people that, maybe agreeing with everything I say just because they're just trying to be that way, or you're really truly believing you're in that same mindset as me. And if I can be around people that help me grow, believe in me as well as I believe in myself, those are the best people to be around, because there's a lot of us that are going through these different situations where you have been around people where they have lashed out. And then when you try to call them out on it, they had every excuse in the book is saying and trying to put that spotlight back on you, because they don't like being called out for those different things, or just because you didn't go by the things that they said, or you felt uncomfortable just by being around that, that's allowing you to know you are no longer needed in those type of patterns. You're no longer needed around those type of people. So they're separating you for those things. So allow yourself to move forward in that. Even if you feel like you're walking alone, there's going to be somebody in your life that is going to radiate the same kind of views and ideas and blessings you are. And hopefully, well, there ain't no hopefully, you will have blessings that somebody will believe in you more than you believe in yourself, and allow them to help you lift up. And I always tell people, you can do anything you allow yourself to get your mind to. The only thing it is, our challenge is silencing our hurt, silencing our, like, well, not silencing our hurt, but being able to face that hurt so we can transmute that into love, because a lot of things have stopped us from growing because of the things that we have adapted ourselves to. The way of we have always viewed ourselves as views the world as others, allowing us to educate ourselves so we can be able to silence those things in our mind that keeps us, in a situation and a place and a vibe that we're no longer needed. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of the video, y'all. I just relaxed yesterday. I had to do a self-care. It's been a really hectic couple of weeks for me. But, I can always say, it taught me a lot as well. I don't want to look at it as a negative circumstance, because even if it's negative, it was something that could teach me about something positive. So that's how you have to be able to look at things. So I apologize. I said I'm gonna go ahead and do these videos first, because usually when I answer y'all's comments and stuff like that from, a couple of days ago from the posts and videos, y'all get tired. I get drained after that. So I said, let me go ahead and do these videos first, and then I'll go ahead and go back and answer y'all's questions from over the weekend. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to LPP, Christine Flaherty. Much love to you, as well as Worst Nero, and Gina Serde, as well as Angel Fish, and Kanisha Cullen. I hope I pronounced your name, Kiki. I apologize if I didn't. And Twine Jr. and Jacqueline Jeffrey. And was Jessica Rachel. Much love to you as well. If you're new to my channel, so welcome. It's so good to have you. Please drop me a line. I would love to get a chance to get to know you. Like and subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up, tell somebody about the channel. You never know, they may, find something they can really relate to. I leave all my connect content. I said connect. Well, yeah, my connect information at the bottom for you to be able to talk to me one-on-one. I try my best to, get to y'all's things as quick as I possibly can. And you can email me, or contact me on one of my social media. I always try to encourage people to please follow me on what is it, IG. Under my IG, I always share my, not just my videos, but my podcast, as well as, I'm trying to expand myself to doing more IG videos with, chats, as well as just different helpful hints that may be helping me at that time, that can also help you at the same, and being able to interact. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. I hope you enjoyed your Halloween, if you celebrate those different things. And know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes so much more than you expected. Pray for it, manifest it, and same when you receive it. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, wives, and frequent wives. Positivity, words, vibes, and frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to y'all. Peace. Be well.